These calls alone, and you know that I'm just gonna be fucking blown off, is immoral. But you get to see how none of my friends or family cared. All they cared about was their reputation. I'm having to do this from inside of a fucking car. Instead of them doing their jobs, I'm being abused. It sucks. Oh my god. It's not that I didn't call everybody I've been told to call, it's that every one of them has an excuse. They only got a short amount of time and they're gonna start playing victim immediately. They're gonna bully the victim. See, that's what it's really like being homeless. Nobody cares. They're all too busy to care. Their problems are all more important, which is why their problems stick around the same as yours. They're not going to help you, you're not going to help them because they're too busy, you're too busy. The gentleman that I spoke with in the last phone call, I was trying to show you all about the high yield stump remover. Of course, how keeping these things away from each other is important for your safety. Obviously sugar is for cooking and stump removers for removing stumps. See, that's the thing, is that dumbass, instead of telling me to call Adult Protective Services, he should have called them himself. Making me go to the services that are breaking the law doesn't work. Making me go to the police officers who have committed crimes against me isn't going to do anything useful, and you know it. Oh, sorry. Oh god, I forgot my wallet. So the thing is, they're forcing me to run around in circles for help. It's just running me around in circles. None of these people are actually helping me. They're telling me to do things I'm not capable of doing. I will be harmed. Intimidating a witness through lies and deception. Intimidating a victim into not making a report. Throwing away police reports. These are all things that only happen when you make the victim go in alone. You can't make the victim go in alone to these places because they will not take it seriously. I can't go to any of the services here in Tillamook, Oregon for help because all of these people are friends with each other. They all know each other. They all work with each other on a daily basis, which is why these people need to follow the mandated reporting laws and aren't. The mandated reporter training says that even if it's their coworker or their boss, as soon as I turn it in, they're supposed to help. Not blow me off, not send me to 400 other places, not give me illegal and immoral legal advice, and then tell me they can't give legal advice. Now, this is a big, complicated situation, and you get to see or hear how that idiot that I was speaking to, even though I didn't tell him he was a retard, the fact is he wanted to act like one, and then he wanted to play victim. Poor him. This is how Americans really are. Do not pay these services. Don't pay your taxes. Don't go to work.
But he's a nice guy. He's great. He had my crazy mom with me, so he knows.
They keep sending me to these people's friends to turn these people in. I don't think that works.
Yesterday was the crazy day. No one hit me yet this morning, so I'm good.
I'm glad.
I still don't spray that bad face of pepper spray.
Someone threw an egg at you?
Right here. It's called bad iron color.
Someone threw an egg at you?
He sells hard-boiled eggs, and he was upset when the price of another item, and when I explained it to him, he grabbed his hard-boiled eggs and something that he had put his counter back here. I said, buy it. I don't care what you want to buy. And you should have to pay for those eggs.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Just get out of here. Yeah, my first reaction was throw the eggs back, and then like I said, second reaction, I wanted to spray them in the face.
Yeah, by all rights, you had all right to.
No, my boss said no, call the cops.
Oh, really?
Don't pepper spray.
On the bright side, this is a business, so the cops might actually pretend to care.
They do. We've had. I told you we had one person that's been 86 from here, and he's not been back.
$5 on where the white gate is. Shit. Dude.
Talk to you?
Yeah.
Like regular? But I'm not.
Like I said, fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. On the bright side, I'm not throwing eggs at people. Yes, I'm a better human being than all of you. Do you like that judgment? Do you like when I give you equality? Ugh. Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it. See, these people won't even look at the fucking evidence. We never fucking get that far. We never get that far. All of these fucking dumbass cunt rags want to play fucking victim. Well, there's their numbers. See, all I'm capable of doing is fucking making phone calls over and over and over again until someone stops and looks at the fucking evidence. Don't ask my predators before you have collected the evidence, because then you'll use my predators, who are your friends, as an excuse not to do your job. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with the number of bodies. See, well, to you guys, these are just entertainment. These are people I know. Making a victim of long-term abuse go to their predators to ask them to stop. You see how that works out. It results in them bullying their victim. And none of these places bother to try doing their jobs. None of them. None of them stop to consider the safety of the victim. None of them. Meanwhile, they expect me to jump through a bunch of hoops. Hoops that I need resources for. I don't have the resources to jump through those hoops due to friggin' incompetence. You also notice that all of these places send you to other places that send you to other places. The guy wanted to give me a couple of phone numbers of places I've already called. Yeah, which people is it who are supposed to investigate these pieces of shit? He says it's the state police. 4 other people the other day said it was the state police. state police said it's not their job. One of them said it is. But the thing is, they're all lying, too easy to manipulate and taken advantage of victims. You put innocent people's lives at risk and you don't give a shit. There's a lot of people that could have helped. Most of them ended up on my YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck about your rights because you don't give a fuck about mine. Turnabout is fair play, you dumb son of bitches. See, these people are supposed to do something to protect the victim. When they're going to call me mentally ill, they have to do their fucking jobs for a mentally ill person and right the fuck away. How many of these people have done that? How many of these agencies have done that? Every single one of them blows me off. They tell me to do things that I'm incapable of, knowing that I'm incapable of those things, which shows that they are taking advantage of me as a disabled person. They're taking advantage of me having no friends and no family, and they're forcing social isolation. This is not fucking okay. See, instead of listening to the victim, they want to argue and say they can't do nothing. All of these people are mandated fucking reporters. All these agencies do is send you on to another fucking agency. Good thing that didn't turn into a car accident. See, none of these people are doing what they're supposed to do. None of them. They're all playing mentally fucking retarded, and this is destroying our fucking country. It's not homeless people that are destroying our fucking country. It's you fucking complacent shits. When you make an at-risk and disabled adult go to law enforcement by themselves, you are killing them. fuck this goddamn country. Did I ever say fuck this goddamn country? I want to make sure that I did. I want to make sure you guys know how I feel about America. I want to make sure you guys know how I feel about my fellow Americans. Fucking hot. We're going to go somewhere that is unsafe for me to go. We're going to the Tillamook Adventist Church. Alright, I'm going to have to wait for a lady who is going to cross in the middle of the road in front of me. She's also in the driveway that I have to drive through. Now, it's unsafe for me to go to this place. Last time I was here, I was bullied. God bless America, right? Fuck this goddamn country. Holy hell, right? On the bright side, I have this recording. Fuck it. Oh, this sucks. There's a big old line. I gotta go in there and I gotta get the identification and a picture of the lady who committed felonies here. She's one of the church staff and a clergy member, so apparently I gotta stand in line for 30 minutes, and I'm just not willing to do that. The fact is, I've got the lady's name, several of her other co-workers. I've got the name of the priest here, who is a member of the clergy and is a mandated reporter. He is recorded on my channel, going out of his way not to do that job. Most of these people running around all these services didn't start off running around to a bunch of homeless services. They started off being abused and going to a mandated reporter. They started off being abused and going to either police officers who are mandated reporters, or a member of the clergy who are mandated reporters, or mental health peoples. Oh, that didn't work. Thank you. Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Anyway, there's a lot of people out here on the streets. Most of us, like over 80%, we ended up out here because of abuse. Not just abuse, but also neglect by the people that we were supposed to go to for help, the people we were supposed to be able to trust. Now, you guys who grew up in the 80s, you know all about McGruff, how to stop bullying. I followed those instructions. Many of us do. See, McGruff, he was teaching us in the 1980s what the laws were, how to follow them. But it wasn't just about bullying. But then again, that whole McGruff thing isn't just dependent upon the victim. Your parents have to care. If you get bullied at school and you tell your parents and they don't care, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because nobody else is going to do anything. Now, we've gotten to the point where our entire government is run off of a system of pedophilia. We got a teacher here who was busted. She spent less than a week in jail. She was having sex with underage students and spent less than a week in jail. I want you to think about that.
Yeah, laughing out of his mouth is something in it. Just screaming it, yeah.
I know. River's standing right there.
See, the worst part about the mentally ill tag is not only does it make you easy to victimize, all of these places that makes it mandated for them to do their jobs, but every one of them, including this church, uses it as an excuse not to.
Why are you here?
Then, of course, when it comes to turning in abuse, you get to see how women here, they will cater to a woman who has been abused just because she said so. She doesn't have to have any evidence. For me, I explained to all these people, I have evidence, no way to process it, no assistance, no help. I go to mandated reporters like the preacher at this here church. He breaks the law outright 3 times. Of course, then they want to say, oh, well, I gave you a gas voucher. I didn't come to you for a gas voucher. I was sent to you for a gas voucher while trying to do what? Turn in crimes against me.
All right, I'll see you over there. All right, bye. Bye.
Bonjour, welcome back.
How are you?
Shitty, but on the bright side, I'm not dead, right?
Right? You couldn't be. Couldn't be dead yet, right?
Not yet. Anyway, there's a lot of people out here. They call us mentally ill, and then instead of doing their jobs for a mentally ill person when they're harmed, instead they give them the mentally ill treatment. Oh, well, you need to go to a hospital. You need to go to this. You need to go to that. No, you bully us to the point that we want our lives to end. And instead of trying to end our lives, we go to you for help. And instead of you helping, you try to send us to a place that is going to discredit us for being bullied and trying to get help. You're out of your fucking minds. This whole country is full of idiots. The whole country. And then all these people out here on the streets, all afraid to help each other out because you can't. These people are desperate. They will steal you for everything that you've got. We've got a bunch of people out here who are sober, but the majority of the people out here are drug addicts. They're going to rip you off. You say, hey, why don't you go to your friends and family? Well, it's called social isolation. That's what gaslighting does. It socially isolates you. It's not that we're not trying to get help. It's that none of these services care about disabled people. Oh, here we are, more restricted numbers to harass me. Gotta love those, huh? I do.
I just didn't run out straight. You know what you need? You know, fix it.
Sean, I got rollies in my car, so you're good.
Okay.
Now, of course, these people, you can't speak up about it or they retaliate. They send you to their friends. Like that lady at Health and Human Services trying to send me to Joy at CARE. They're not doing anything for people who are disabled. They're sending us around in circles. Round and round we go for no reason. $800 in disability. That's what I have to live on. And just keeping and maintaining the crap that I need to run around and do all of that running around in circles costs me $800 a month. $800 a month isn't enough to live on.
That's lose weight.
Yeah, me too, but nobody will chop the 8 pounds off the top.
Just like that.
Well, I got a little head.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been in this shithole town for about 6 months. It's not much different than crap hole, Nebraska, where I came from. It's run by the KKK and a bunch of racist assholes and a bunch of lazy people who get free money for doing nothing. Why are we paying mandated reporters to victimize the victims? Why are we paying mandated reporters to ignore the laws? See, the term mentally ill means that they're supposed to do their jobs when we're harmed. They're supposed to look at evidence when we're harmed. Instead, they use it to discredit us and pretend like we're crazy, violent, evil people. You guys get to see, it's not that I haven't been trying. It's that there is no such thing as a good person in America. I'm the only one I know. How many times have you seen me out here when people here are being abused, sticking my nose where it don't belong and protecting people?
Well, how you know?
These people are intentionally neglecting the most at-risk people in the country for profit. Every time they send us to one of these mental health places because they're supposed to help us to turn this in, we end up just getting our Medicaid card ripped off, and that's your taxpayer dollars. I don't work anymore. See, without somebody to help me to turn this stuff in safely, all I can do is record the fact that I'm having to try by myself and why it's so incredibly unsafe. It's unsafe because these people are all incompetent. But not only that, they're intentionally incompetent.
Oh, wow.
I have to see. But to the shower. Get my strength back up.
I got a question for you. If you call 911 to turn in a rapist, somebody who raped you, and they send you to the person who raped you to investigate it, is that legal? No. And how many times have they done this in this town alone? Just to me. 3 dozen? 5 dozen? How long have I been here making calls, running around to all these services, wasting my time, wasting my money? Meanwhile, these people just absolve themselves of their sins. Oh, we did what we could. Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't do your job as a mandated reporter. Every single mandated reporter I have gone to, every single one has broken the law. Not a single one has followed the law when it comes to mandated reporters. Every single one of them take advantage of disabled people rather than assist them, because they make money if we go back every month. Whereas as a mandated reporter, the moment that we tell them that we have been abused, they are required to get a hold of adult protective services and law enforcement. And that goes for 80% of the people who visit this building statistically. Now, of course, we did talk to the preacher here, and we talked to several of the other clergy here, claiming that they're not mandated reporters, or saying that they are mandated reporters, but not doing their jobs as mandated reporters. When you go to them because you're being physically harmed and they say, here's a gas voucher, they're being bitches. They're being punks. Now, of course, you guys know me. I've got a filthy potty mouth. I used to be a lot nicer. Of course, it only takes a few corpses ingrained on your brain for you to remember that, yeah, this is not a party. This isn't a game. These are human lives that these assholes are messing with. See, here's the thing about Jesus. Does that preacher care about the Jesus? No, he doesn't. He cares about protecting his clergy. He cares about protecting the people who broke the law that worked for him.
Yeah.
And he's got to worry about himself going to prison for what he's done.
They don't care how they look.
True that. If you're pretty and white, they'll help.
I don't know. I just want to shower. I just want to tell him I want to shower.
One of the things that we deal with out here is that we come out here traumatized, and trying to get help stopping the abuse results in more trauma. It's not that we're not going to the people that we need to go to. It's that when you make us go alone, they don't do their jobs. They don't care. There are no consequences for them. Each one of these places that's sending me to places I've already been to is breaking the law. Every one of these people who are mandated reporters who don't call adult protective services immediately are breaking the law. And when they don't do that, it results in the victim losing a lot of resources. This gaslighting isn't funny. It's not a game. It isn't something that you get to just ignore. I have to be afraid of coming to this church because so many of my predators do come here. And those predators include the mandated reporters who didn't do anything about it. It's not that I didn't let them know. There's also the fact that some of the people that come here are also staff members at the hospital I need to turn in. It is not okay to abuse at-risk and disabled adults for trying to turn in their predators. Oh, I guess I gotta hurry up and wait. The line's almost gone though. Let's explain it like this. If you hire a carpenter, you expect your carpenter to do his job. When you hire a plumber, you expect that plumber to do his job. When you hire a social worker, you expect them to do their job. When you hire a police officer, you expect them to do their job. But they won't do their job for a disabled American like me. I simply don't matter because I never in my entire life had friends or family who actually cared. See, that's the thing about Christians in the United States. There's no real ones. None. I've read the Bible. The thing is, if these people don't want to do their jobs without you guys caring, they don't have to do their jobs. They're getting paid for free. They're not working. Why am I being sent to mandated reporters who won't do their jobs? Why? It don't make no damn sense to send a victim to their predators to ask for help. None whatsoever. No sense at all. Now hopefully the lady I need to turn in is here. That way I can take a picture of her. I guess I'll be the next one in. Now also, we've been to the domestic violence services, and what do we notice? They don't help men. They play stupid. They only help women. They say we don't do that. How many times have I walked out of a place where they say they don't do that, only to run into a female that they did that for? So obviously it's just sexism. It has nothing to do with right and wrong. It has to do with whether or not anybody cares about you. And this church don't care about nobody. They do this crap to put on a public face, that's it. When we're sent to the churches to turn in crimes, you know there's something wrong. When the churches take part in those crimes, y'all get to see why it is that so many of these child molesters and the clergy are getting away. This preacher here, did he follow the law? No, he didn't. He talked over me, treated me like I was a retard, and threw me out the door with a sandwich. Here, congratulations, here's a sandwich. Sorry, I don't mean to smile on such a serious instance. It wasn't the instance that was making me smile, it was a cute puppy. It is a cute puppy, too. We've got 6 years of mandated reporters passing the buck. Now that lady that bullied me here, this is the first time I've been back since. That lady thought it was okay to treat me like I was a Jew and she was a Nazi. I will not go into the back room with her again. I will not. Anyway, I'm here to get a picture of the lady, and that's it. I don't care about the clothes. I don't care about the free stuff. I care about getting her picture so she can be identified. One of the worst things is that they'll write your name down because they get money for it. All these services write you down so they get money for it over and over and over again. Your predators get away. They walk free and you are forced into, well, a life of hell. I got to try to avoid the churches because they're not going to do anything about predators on their property. They're not going to do anything about those people threatening to kill people on the property or assaulting people on the property. And it's not just this property, it's also First Christian Church. You also get to see how nobody out here cares. None of these people care. They only care when they can complain about it. All right. There's a lady whose picture I was looking for. She's the one who bullied me the last time I was here. Now that I got what I want, I don't need to be here anymore. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Great day.
Got what I wanted. Was it worth the wait? You goddamn right it was. When it comes to mandated reporters, I don't fuck around. If they don't do their job, it gets innocent people killed. Case in point, Natalie Bollinger. Case in point, Anna Hunka. Case in point, Christine Buhit. When these mandated reporters ignore severe issues, they screwed up. But it's their victims who pay the price. All right, where to next? Anyway, that lady was also the one that she's recorded talking about how this town is a AK stronghold. You also get to hear how people tell an at-risk and disabled adult who can't take care of himself to move over and over again. That's their solution. They tell me to move. And then when I move, they say, oh, you can't turn it in, you're in the wrong jurisdiction. They're fucking liars. This shows coordination across multiple jurisdictions. On the bright side, I got a cigarette. Dallas hopefully will come through at some point. But you also get to see how they prey on bias. Sure, they're lying about the law. They tell me to get a lawyer, and I don't have the ability. See, that's why I'm going to these government fucking services. I don't have the money for a real fucking lawyer. Is it okay to fucking harm somebody because they don't have the money for a lawyer? Is it magically okay to rape somebody because they can't afford a lawyer? Is it okay to murder someone because they don't have a lawyer? According to the law, no. But according to reality, the way the law is written and the way it has been used for other people are completely different from the way it's utilized with me. When I say there's no such thing as good people, it's not entirely true. I exist. Even if I can't fucking stand the sight of you, I will protect you from harm if it's happening in front of me. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Well, I almost got into an accident because I couldn't see somebody on the other side of a school bus. Holy shit. That was kind of scary. I think I'm going to head back down to one of the local parks. I would stop and check my mail, but I don't have the ability because I can't dig out my mail key. It's somewhere in my vehicle. But I am fucking hurting myself bad trying to do this. You want to talk about self-harm? It's not self-harm, it's forced harm. When the doctors tell me not to do stuff, but everybody else wants to force me to do that stuff or I'm not fucking trying. They're taking advantage of my disabilities and forcing me to hurt myself. Fuck this goddamn country. There's one good person I know. His name is Sean David Schwartz. And he's it. No, me and Robert fucking Farnsworth are not friends. Now that Richard guy who used to be a Marine, who's the First Christian Church. I don't like what he did. You think you should get special treatment because you're a pig? You think you should get special treatment because you killed people? those are two things that, in my book, for certainly killing people does give you special treatment. You kill people, you should be locked the fuck up. If you're gonna tell me that I owe soldiers for the rights I don't have, well, they're tyrants. They'll get treated like fucking tyrants. Taking advantage of my poverty. They're supposed to do this job, but they won't do it because I'm fucking broke. They're forcing me to remain broke by forcing me to expend resources that I don't fucking have for help that doesn't exist. God bless America, though, right? Kayak on top of my car weighs about 10 pounds. The kayak that Dallas has weighs about 50 pounds. I can carry the kayak I have. I cannot carry the one that Dallas has. You get to hear how these stupid cunt rags send me to my predators to turn in my predators. How is that supposed to fucking work? God damn retarded fucking shits. Oh wait, they're not retarded. They know exactly what they're doing. They're blatantly going out of their way to lie to at-risk adults about the law. They're trying to take advantage of the mentally ill tag, knowing that I'm aware of the laws, but they fucked up. For them to be allowed to play victim like that dumb cunt who called me just a few minutes ago, that asshole is one of many, many, many assholes that I have called that have taken advantage of me as an at-risk fucking adult. That is taking advantage of an at-risk adult. I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm glad I got Donna's face on here now.